4 Foxtrot Papa's on that left downwind for 13.
Alrighty.
4 Foxtrot Papa, base turn approved, runway 13, clear to
After
land.
start, the fuel pump is off.
Runway 13, clear to land.
Alternator switch on, avionics master is on, start warning.
Affirmative,
It's checked.
Roger, turn left Alpha 3, taxi.
Oil pressure warning is checked, and oil pressure is in the green. Volts and amps are both in the green. Fuel pressure is in the green. Engine start checklist is complete. We're going to go and pick up our ATIS.
Information, X-ray, time 2055 weather, wind variable at 3 knots, cylinder visibility better than 5,005, temperature 04, dew point -3, altimeter is 3018. Expected visual approach runway 13. Departure aircraft advised ground control direction of flight, primary radar not available. Radar services are available from Salt Lake approach on transponder equipped aircraft only. Use caution for bird activity. Advise they have X-ray on initial contact.
Pre-taxi checklist is complete. Taxi checklist. We'll set our lights for taxi. We'll move on to our brake, steering, and flight instruments check. And make sure we're not going to hit anybody. Park brake is released. Here we go. Left, right, both. Brakes and steering are checked. We'll go ahead and whip it around a bit to check the inclinometer. Primary and backup inclinometers are both going to the outside of the turn. Brake, steering, and flight instruments are checked. HSI and compass are both roughly 90 degrees to the right of where our original position was. Alrighty. Provo ground, Diamond Star, November 118, Uniform Victors at UVU with information X-ray. Ready for taxi, will be a westbound departure.
Oscar 118, Uniform Victor, Provo ground, runway 13, taxi. Alpha Charlie Bravo, Alpha cross runway 8 approach in, give way to the Cessna, it's exiting Alpha 3 going to the north ramp, Alpha Charlie.
We'll taxi runway 13 via Alpha Charlie Bravo Alpha cross runway 18, and we'll give way to the Cessna taxiing between, you said Bravo and Charlie, just to confirm for 118 Uniform Victor.
He's on southbound on Alpha now, he's going to be turning left on Charlie going to the north ramp.
We have traffic in sight, and we'll give way to the Cessna for Diamond Star 118 Uniform Victor.
I'm Sir 5 Uniform Victor, follow that traffic.
But land 13, 69 Delta November. Oh man, what a busy day.
Tower 4012 X-ray, inbound on the ILS approach.
Cherokee 42 November, runway 13, clear for takeoff, no delay on the roll, traffic on a 4-mile final.
And you go ahead and cancel us at 469 Delta November.
Archer 42 November, did you copy?
Negative, 42 November.
Cherokee 42 November without delay, runway 13, clear for immediate takeoff, traffic on a 3.5-mile final.
Clear for takeoff, no delay, A342 November.
Bravo Tower, Diamond Star, November 118 Uniform Victor, holding short runway 13 on Alpha 1, ready for takeoff.
Diamond Star 118 Uniform Victor, Bravo Tower, roger, and verify your number 1.
Number 1 for Diamond Star 118 Uniform Victor.
Diamond Star 118 Uniform Victor, hold short runway 13.
Hold short runway 13, Diamond Star 118 Uniform Victor. Cool old Citation jet coming in for a landing, faster than night cruise.
Uniform Victor, how's that traffic in sight? We're following them.
There's 2 Diamond Stars coming in, and we approach at roughly the speed of smell. So we're going to be here for a while. I feel bad for the Gulfstream or the Falcon or whatever that is over there, because he's got to wait for forever, and he burns a lot more gas than I do. Maybe. Ooh, that was perfect.
Diamond Star 8 Uniform Victor, runway 13, clear for takeoff, state direction of departure.
Runway 13, clear for takeoff, westbound departure for Diamond Star 118 Uniform Victor.
Diamond Star Uniform Victor, right turn approved.
Right turn out approved, Diamond Star 8 Uniform Victor. Here we go, fuel pumps on.
Over Tower Skyline 759er Charlie Uniform, number 1, holding short, runway 13.
Alright, runway 13 is
59er
confirmed.
Charlie Uniform, Provo Tower, runway 13, clear for takeoff, and say again your direction of departure.
We'll be departing to the south, 9er Charlie Uniform.
Airspeed's alive 28.
Right turn out approved.
Right turn out approved and clear for takeoff on runway 13 behind the Diamond Star 9er Charlie Uniform.
Diamond Star 12 X-ray, Diamond Star traffic you're following is a mile and a half ahead of you
59,
on
rotate.
the final. Runway 13, clear to land. Number 2, the Diamond Star 8 is a stop and go.
Clear to land, number 2, runway 13, and we'll be just Diamond Star for 12 X-ray.
And we're pitching for 68 knots for our best rate to climb with takeoff flap configuration.
Bravo Tower, Diamond Star 424, Foxtrot Papa's holding short 13.
We're going to go ahead and bug
Diamond Star
west.
424, Foxtrot Papa, Provo Tower, hold short runway 13.
hold short 13, 45 sharp Papa.
There's
Do you want to send right and left traffic?
Traffic.
Diamond Star 3.
500 feet, fuel pump's going off, flaps coming up, lights coming off. We're gonna leave the prop in for the climb, pitching for 75 knots. We're gonna turn behind the Diamond Star ahead of us, because I like to live.
Diamond Star 50 Tango, have the clearance when you're ready to copy. Squawk 4314.
Go ahead and start that turn.
Diamond Star 50 Tango, readback is correct. Advise to leave in the run-up.
I'm probably gonna need to extend the aircraft. It's already 3 o'clock.
Sorry, Uniform Victor, and Cessna 9 Charlie Uniform, frequency change group.
I'm wondering if I can extend 118 Uniform Victor. I just barely got out of the practice area and was holding short for like 45 minutes.
It's 3735, cleared visual approach, runway.
Expect me back at 5. Sounds good. Thanks so much. Bye. Alrighty, so we got the airplane extended to 5.
We're at 7,000 feet.
And we're going to get set up to do some Chandelles. So we're going to pull back to 16.5 inches of manifold pressure. Slow down and get down to about 90 to 95 knots. How I've found I have the best control over it.
3701, when able, will be sent
Or not Chandelles, we're going to do lazy 8s. Start pitching back to compensate for that loss of power because we're already losing altitude. About 80 feet down, we'll trade some altitude, or trim airspeed for altitude here. Alright, we're going to bug this heading. We're at 16 inches of manifold pressure, stabilized at 94 and 8,500. And it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. We got a 12 knot tailwind. So we're going to go ahead and there's terrain that way, so we're going to start to the left. So we're going to pitch 10 degrees to the left. We're going to start pitching back slow and let the airplane overbank itself. Get up to about 15, hold that.
Uniform Victor, radar contact 6 miles south of the Provo Airport.
And let it come down through the horizon.
10,000.
Control that descent. Start rolling out.
Solid approach, Skyhawk 6945 X-ray with request.
And we're 50 feet above, so start pitching to the left. Back on 96.
X-ray, solid approach, squawk 03.
Start pitching back. About 15, hold that, let the airplane overbank. Let it overbank. About 90 degrees, let it start cutting through the horizon.
Falcon 41 Zulu, advise the field in sight, 1 o'clock
Control
and
the
22
descent.
miles.
Start rolling out.
Trust the localizer inbound, you're clear to visual approach, runway 35.
Alrighty. 8,460 and within 3 degrees of our original heading and within 5 knots of our original speed.
Yeah, we just
that was pretty good.
Flight following to West Desert, Uniform
Okay.
Tango 9er. For 69er 45 X-ray.
So now we're going to do a Chandelle. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go prop full forward. We're at 8,500. We're going to go full power. And we're 90 knots. We're going to immediately pitch 30 degrees to the left. And we're going to start pitching back. And hold it about 15 degrees. There's 90 degrees. I need to start rolling out of this turn. Increasing my right rudder as I go. I should be hearing the stall horn shortly. And there's 180 degrees, but I'm at 49 knots with no stall horn. Which is unusual because I tested the stall horn and it works. And I climbed 800 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull power. We're going to send back down to 8,500. And we'll do a descending right turn.
Okay, 3735.
And we'll stabilize at 95. Keep the full prop in. Alright. We'll go and bug this new heading of 348. And we'll go full power. We're immediately going to turn 30 degrees to the left, or bank 30 degrees to the left, and start pitching back. There's about 15 degrees, hold it there. There's 90 degrees, start rolling out of the turn, keep it at about 15
3701,
degrees.
Airport 1 o'clock, 28 miles. 3701, quick visual approach.
Increasing my right rudder as I get a higher angle of attack and increase P factor. I'm again at 49 knots with no indications of a stall. There's the stall horn. Stall horn coming in at 48 knots, start recovering with a minimal loss in altitude. Alright, I feel good about that one. So we're going to pull power again, we're going to come back down. This time we'll do a descending left turn. It is a beautiful day to fly. So I haven't put out really any videos lately because I've been having some health issues and I haven't had the energy really to put out videos because I've been in so many doctor's visits and doing blood tests and all that nonsense.
Uniform Victor Squad 0315.
So I was diagnosed with alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, which is basically my liver is not producing enough of an enzyme that protects my lungs. Or the enzyme is the wrong shape to be emitted from my liver, for lack of a better word. And I thought I was going to need a special issuance for that, but I don't. So I'm back in the saddle flying and making videos again. Thanks for sticking around. Somehow we've increased 16 subscribers since my last stealth camping video, so I'm planning on doing some more of those, some more flight videos, some more exploring, urban exploration. I'm going to keep putting out the homestead stuff, but people don't seem to enjoy that stuff as much, but I do love putting out videos of my duckies. I make those videos for me, not for anybody else. So now we're going to go ahead and do steep turns.
49 Uniform Victor radar. 499 Uniform Victor.
Alrighty, we're going to stabilize at 8,500 feet
outside Bravo, coming on 499.
at 90 knots, and we're going to do 349 on our heading. So we're going to start to the left, so we're at 16.4, we're going to need to get it up to about 21 inches to keep that turn going. So start that turn to the left, and 2 inches.
3701 traffic, 9 o'clock, 5 miles base.
And banking to 55 degrees, and pitching up to keep that altitude. About to go up above that altitude, so pitch back down.
Contact tower 119.05. Yeah.
And there's our heading coming up. There's our wake all the way over to the right.
Last 50 Tango.
ILS.
Roger, ILS, 50 Tango.
Keep it going to the right. And start rolling out, pull down to 16 inches to prevent altitude gain. Alrighty, recovered 348 within 1 degree of our original heading, 20 feet above our original altitude at 8,520, and within 5 knots of our original airspeed at 99. We started at 95. We did get up to 112 though. So I think that would have been a check ride failure. So we're going to do that one more time. So we're gonna go 16 inches. And we'll do 349, 8,500 again, and we'll go... We're gonna fuel pump on left tank, fuel pump off. And we're gonna go to the left. And 20 inches this time. Keep pitching up to keep that altitude. Still at 8,500, coming up on our heading. Rolling out now. There's our wake. Then to the right. Oh, getting close to our altitude there. There it is. Get back up. Pull some power to keep the airspeed down. Coming up on our heading, and there it is, pull power.
9 o'clock, less than a mile up to indication 9,300.
Alright, that one was better. We kept our airspeed, we were like right at the brink. We were at 10 knots above our airspeed. But it was within ACS standards. Oh, I see him and got him in sight right there. He's an ultralight. Or a light sport. There he is. I don't know if you can see him.
Vectors for the ILS, maintain 12,000, 12,000, 50 Tango.
Airplane ahead of me and to my left. Descending 100 feet. So I'm going to put this away so that I can focus on flying the airplane and not dying. So what we're going to do next is a steep spiral, so we're going to turn the fuel pump on. And we are going to use a little racetrack down here as our reference. We're going to try to stay around that, keep it at 9,500. There's a couple other airplanes in the practice area with me right now. It's a little concerning. Alrighty, and my engine has failed, and we're bugging this heading, and we're turning left and tracking that racetrack, keeping it on my wing route, pitching for best glide, which is 75 knots in this airplane. Or 73 knots anyways. There it is.
3736,
and I need to start turning steeper, because I got a tailwind and I'm getting blown away from it now.
5404, airport 1 o'clock, 25 miles. 5404, set visual approach, runway 348.
Getting blown away from it now, so I need to turn steeper. And I'm getting a headwind, so I need to shallow out a lot. I got a headwind, so we're going to shallow out a lot more. There's my heading, clearing burst.
Approach 128.1. November 5, Sierra Tango, contact approach 128.
And there's the third rotation. We'll level off at this heading and recover. Alrighty, let's find some targets for rates on pylons here. 6,700, Red Barn, and a red Connex over there. There's the barn.
contact approach, Dakota 4335 Papa is 10,800 descending to Provo 3.
4335 Papa.
That's just Yankee 35 Papa.
Alright, we'll break off of this, go to the red, Connex.
Approach 35 Papa has Yankee and Provo.
So I was about 1,000 feet high on my pivotal altitude because I miscalculated based on the ground elevation below me. Oh, that's not a Connex, that's a storage unit. And I'm low enough that I'm basically doing a turn around a point right now. Well, we're gonna go ahead and break off that maneuver because I butchered that. I don't know why, but I always get the left-hand turn like almost perfect every time. On the right-hand turn, I always butcher it. Then that bright red shed is my next target, far away from it. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I always butcher the right-hand turn. Let me just hurtle towards the ground real quick. Alrighty, that was within ACS standards, but that was trash. How high is that Class Bravo shelf? 9,000 to 12,000. I want to have more GoPros so that I can have like one on the MFD and PFD, and I can have one here pointing that way, one here pointing that way, one forward, one backwards, another in the back. Just have a lot of different angles. But frankly, I'm not made of money. And GoPros are expensive, and I have other priorities right now, so 1,000 feet to go. Alrighty, let's do some slow flight. Autopilot's disconnected now. Flight director.
Radar contact, 15 southwest of Provo. I'll have an IFR clearance for you in a little while.
Alright, we're going to do slow flight, and we're going to head back towards Provo, and we're going to cut this flight a little short.
66 back.
Because I don't have a ton of money. Alright, we're going to pull back 10 inches manifold pressure.
Access to the city as files up to 14,000, expect 370.
And we're going to put in that first notch of flaps below 108.
From the center Allegiant, about 603.
And last notch of flaps.
Obviously 26 Quebec, what's your approach? Did you want to do a Provo?
The ILS to 13, 66 Quebec.
November 26 Quebec, roger.
And we'll...
November 26 Quebec, start your descent, maintain VFR at 9,000.
VFR at 9,000, 66 Quebec.
November 3 Sierra Romeo, I'm going to lose you on the radio. Radio service is terminated, squawk VFR, change the advisory
That
frequency
doesn't
approved.
sound right.
What was that for 30 Romeo? Would you say it again?
November 3 Sierra Romeo, radar service is terminated, squawk VFR, change the advisory frequencies approved.
3 Sierra Romeo, roger, thank you.
Legion 603, contact Salt Lake Center, 133.9er.
133.
Alright, we are cruising here at 50 knots. increasing our rudder input. We're going to do
Runway
a 10-degree turn to the right, right turn
Ready to
to
copy, 9
150.
Off is clear to the Page Airport via radar vectors as filed. Flighting 160, maintain 14,000 and expect 270 and 10 minutes.
This is nuts. I am at 49 knots, which is just a knot above stall speed right now, so I need to be super duper careful with my input so that I don't put us in a spin.
Number 9 Tango Alpha, you copy that?
Roger. Did you get my call back?
No, I didn't get a read back at all.
Okay, 9 Tango Alpha, radar vectors as filed, heading 160, climb to 14,000, expect 270 on 10 minutes.
Number 9 Tango Alpha, read back correct, contact Salt Lake Center 133.9er.
33-9er, 9 Tango Alpha.
And we'll get down to traffic pattern altitude, call tower. Provo Tower, Diamond Star, November 118, Uniform Victor is 7.5 nautical miles to the south, to the west of the airfield, inbound for full stop with Yankee.
Diamond Star 118, Uniform Victor, Provo Tower, make right traffic, runway 13, report midfield.
Make right traffic, runway 13, report midfield, Diamond Star 118, Uniform Victor. That call was weird. Victor, locked in, for my StarCraft fans.
Archer 3862 Mike, Provo ground, runway 13, taxi
Little
via Charlie.
clapping,
Bravo,
clapping,
Alpha
clapping,
Cross,
clap.
118.
For sake of syncing up the cameras. Provo Tower, Diamond Star 118, Uniform Victor is in the midfield downwind for full stop.
Diamond Star 118, Uniform Victor, runway 13, clear to land. You're turning in front of a Diamond Star on a 5.5 mile funnel, runway 13.
Alright, we'll turn in front of that Diamond Star on a final, and did you say we're clear to land for 118 Uniform Victor?
Diamond Star 118, Uniform Victor, affirmative, runway 13, clear to land. You're in front of a Diamond Star on a 5-mile funnel, turning early base.
Alright, 13, clear to land. We'll turn in front of that Diamond Star. So, pump on, prop full forward, mixture full rich, power back, take off flaps. Turn an early base. Below 91, full flaps. I see birds, hopefully we don't have a bird strike.
Provo Tower, Diamond Star, number 119, Uniform Victor, second in line, holding short 13.
Diamond Star 119, Uniform Victor, Provo Tower, roger, hold short, roll 13.
Hold short 13, 119, Uniform Victor.
Little side loaded, but it wasn't bad. I was gonna try to get a short approach, but I guess that kind of was a power off approach. I mean, I added a little power, but...
Diamond Star 118, Uniform Victor, turn left Alpha 3, taxi to UVU, Alpha cross runway, monitor this frequency on the way in.
Turn left Alpha 3, taxi back UV via Alpha cross runway 18, monitor this frequency on the way in. Diamond Star, Uniform Victor. I'm sloshing the fuel around in the tanks, so the sensors are going nuts. Alrighty, well, that was a good flight, don't you think? Good maneuvers. I feel like I aced most of them. The only one I'm really worried about
Diamond Star 626, Quebec,
is
turn
my
left Alpha
8's on
3,
pylons.
north ramp Alpha Charlie cross runway, monitor this frequency on the
I don't
way
know
in.
what it is. Every time I get the left turn absolutely perfect, and the right turn is just trash, so...
To the north ramp via Alpha Charlie cross.
I don't know. I need to work on it in the airplane, because we can't really do it in the sim. It's not very good in the sim.
Cherokee 72, November, where are you parking?
If you like what you saw, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I really appreciate it when you guys subscribe. Consider checking out my Patreon. Wow, that guy had some feedback.
Holding on left downwind.
Consider subscribing to my Patreon. It really helps me out. Anyways, you guys have a great day.
Cessna 1409,
Bye-bye.
Quebec, Tower,